this is our shop. When I started, I really only had the workbench and the lathe, and I was just turning pens, having fun. Originally, I had put the bench here because the window's here. I wanted it in front of the window, and just the way things came out. We added the lights, put the lights up there, and this one over my workbench. Then things started to grow a little bit. I played around a little bit. I did a video for YouTube. Ellie really liked it, so we decided, you know, why not try it and put out more videos. But then I got the bandsaw. I had to find a place for the bandsaw, and then I got the drill press, and I had a place for the drill press. And now I have the free table saw that we just refurbished, and the planer, and the compound miter saw. So I'm not as organized as I need to be, and we need to make this more fluid and easier to move around, to get from place to place, because Ellie likes to get those close-up, beautiful shots, and right now I shove her in corners just so she can get around the drill press or the bandsaw or what have you. So it's time to clean up and reorganize the shop. Let's get to it. Before we got started, I made a little map of the garage, so let me show you what I got. So this is the basic setup of what we have right now. This is the big garage door. This is the door going into the house. This is going outside. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to pull my bench out of the way, and I need to disconnect my air compressor that's inside this cabinet, get it out of the way, clean all this up, and then I want to move my drill press. Well, the shop vac's on wheels, so we'll get that out of the way too. And I'm probably going to put my drill press right about there. So that's our first step, so let's get to it. No, this isn't crazy. There's a bee and Ellie's allergic. I'm actually saving her life. Time to make room for stuff. Oh, hey, if you enjoy what we're doing, please subscribe. These would be in the trash for sure if I didn't hide them. Can you believe she just thinks these are magazines? These things are gold. Look at all of that. All right, I got the cabinet moved, and I decided to put it on the other side of the electrical box where the drill press used to be. My shelves and stuff that I had on that side, just that little shelf and my little place for my little dental picks, were on the right side because that was the side my bench was on. Well, my bench is no longer gonna be there, so I have to figure out where I'm gonna put those. I'm gonna take those down, I'm gonna use my impact, take those down, get them out of the way, and then we'll move on to the next step. I'd lose my brain if it wasn't attached. So I need to move my bandsaw. I don't have a dolly. I'm gonna be really, really careful, take my time. Once I get it in place, then I'm gonna square it all up and make sure that it's level again. Turn the wheel to make sure that the blade is still running true, and then I'll turn it on, do a test cut, and once that's done, we'll be good to go. Actually, I want my bandsaw first. Yeah. Got the bandsaw moved, it's cutting true, everything's good to go. I did drop my fine adjustment knob that goes on the back of the Craig. It's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. It's all good to go. No, I'm not laying around on the job. I'm actually just trying to see how cool the floor is. Oliver loves it. Actually, I'm trying to figure out where to put my lights. I mean, I have the two lights over there. My workshop, or the work light over the bench was over there. I'm thinking about putting a bench over there. I have 6 plugs on this side where the bench used to be, but I only have 2 actual plugs, 1 outlet where the bench is going. So I'm probably gonna need to get a power strip, which I don't wanna buy, and put the light up over there, because once I put the light up over here, I only have 1 plug left, but I need to have the light. So it looks like a power strip is in the future if Ellie will let me. Let's get to it. Ugh. My ladder so I can take my light down. These LED lights, they don't get hot. At least they don't get as hot as fluorescents, and it's not dangerous because they don't shatter like fluorescent bulbs do. All right, I got the drill press moved, and I like the flow a lot better of this one because now where my bench is gonna go, I can go from my workbench to my bandsaw to my drill press. It's kind of like a flow. It's just the way that things go. I cut my blanks and then I can drill my blanks, one after the other. It just happens that way. And now that the wall is all cleared off where the bench is gonna go, I can start to do that. And then from there, I can go to what Ellie calls my favorite child, my lathe. I can get that set up and make sure that that's balanced and level. I got the lathe moved, got it leveled up, and got that put in place. I checked my drill press, it runs good. So take a little break and then we'll organize some stuff, get it all cleaned up, and see where we gotta go next. To figure out where I'm going to put my shelf. I haven't figured that out yet for my cabinet. I will be using my drill to drill some holes from the inside of the cabinet so that I can mount the holder that I made for all of my picks. And I'm also going to have to use my paddle bit to make the hole bigger on the other side of the cabinet so that my plug for my compressor will fit through. Problem is I only have a 3/4 inch paddle bit. I need 1.5 inches, so I'm going to have to do it a few times, make the hole big enough for that plug. So that's our next step. Let's get to it. So this is our basic setup. I put everything, hopefully for us, it'll flow a lot better. It gives Ellie a lot more room to move around so she can do her shots and get all crazy, wild, whatever she wants to do. So basically I can flow from my bench and I can work my way over here and I come straight to my bandsaw and I get that done. Once I'm at my bandsaw, then I can go straight to my drill press and drill there. And then I go back to my bench, of course, and I wait for the glue to dry. But once the glue's dry, I can go straight to my lathe and I can start turning my pens. It's all kind of open, and this gives me more room here that I can move around, airflow better for one. I have more space here. My lathe can actually push up against the wall. My table saw, I have all this room here now. So yeah, the rest now is cleaning up and getting it all together. Still gotta mount my light though. Show you a little trick in case you don't know. I want to put my light, right over the center of my bench. So you just saw me, I was measuring the center of my bench. But how am I going to transfer that from my bench to the ceiling? Well, we're going to make a plumb bob. In order to do that, I need a small piece of string. If you don't have a plumb bob and you need to make your own, you can use a small piece of string. If you don't have a piece of string, get a piece of 550 cord. And then if you look inside the 550 cord, there are little strands of string. You just grab one end and you can slide that right out. And you just take one string, and then you can use this to make your plumb bob out of in a washer. Didn't take much. Tie that on and hang that down. Gravity will do the rest. Of course. The wind decides to come out today. The light is 48 inches. However, my hangers are not 48 inches. They're actually at 43 inches. I need to find the correct place to go so that I can take that center line that I transferred, put my eye hooks on there, and then make these hang straight up and down. Take 43.5, I go for my center line, I mark my holes, and then I will drill them with my drill and a 3/16 bit, put the anchors in, slide these in, hang it, and done. All right, the light's done. Now it's time to clean up. The only Mercedes I'll ever have. All right, we got everything set up. It's a better flow for us. Put it in the order we need it. It'll make it better for the videos as well. A few things we want to do, and we're going to change those as we go along, not in this video. We're reorganized and better than ever. See you next Thursday.